Hello everyone and welcome to Cinderful Gaming. I hope you're all doing well, I hope you're all staying safe, and most of all, I hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Today's video, we're going to start collecting Warhammer 40,000 boarding actions, and today we're going to take a look at the Space Marines of the Blood Angels chapter. Now in this video we're going to go through and talk a little bit about mustering a boarding patrol, talk about the units we can take, and then look at some rules adaptations, namely a bunch of rules that are lost for some units that sort of make everything work in a boarding action how it's supposed to. We'll then look at a couple of units we recommend to get started with for the faction before having a look at some other units we can use to expand upon the initial couple of purchases. We'll then finally finish off the video with a little sample army list of 500 points, which is the standard size game for a boarding action for you to use, hopefully as some inspiration for starting your own force of the Blood Angels in Warhammer 40k for some boarding action fun. And so, mustering a boarding patrol. First of all, you can include up to one of the following units, and that is any infantry character. This really does give you a ton of different options and includes a bunch of the named Blood Angels characters as well, like the Sanguinor, Dante, Mephiston, Tycho, both versions of Tycho as well, Astrath, etc. But then you can also include up to 3 of the following units, be that Assault Intercessor squads, Heavy Intercessor squads, all at 5 or 10 models strong, and a tactical squad as well at 10 models strong. You then can include a bunch of different units at various sizes: Aggressor squads, Blade Guard veterans, Centurion assault squads. You can include both variations of Death Company and the Death Company Intercessors or Death Company Marines, Incursors, Infiltrators, Infernus squads, Primaris Sword Brethren, Infernus squads, Reaver squads, Relic Terminator squads, Sternguard veteran squads, Terminator assault and regular Terminator squads, and Vanguard veterans. Now you can also include up to one of the following units, be that an Eradicator squad at 3 models strong or a Hellblaster squad at 5 models strong, and you can also include one of the following units, be that Death Company Marines with jump packs of 5 to 10 models strong, Sanguinary Guard, and Vanguard veteran squad with jump packs at the same unit sizes as well. Now we do have a ton of different rules for the Space Marines, namely we have the Open Moment rule, which is probably the biggest change, where it just only provides rerolls to hit rather than rerolls to wound as well in this particular game format. We have a bunch of units lose their Deep Strike rule, which includes a bunch of our special Blood Angel units like Death Company Marines with jump packs. Sanguinor also will lose his special ability as well, which is Miraculous Savior. Tycho the Lost loses Death Vision of Sanguinius. Death Company Marines with jump packs, as mentioned, Deep Strike is lost. Death Company Intercessors lose Visions of Heresy. But namely, it is a lot of those sort of rules. We still do get a bunch of the punch coming out of a ton of our different units. Today's video is brought to you by Gap Games, a fantastic retailer in Australia for a variety of different miniature war games. If you'd like to help support the channel, we have an affiliate link where by clicking on and purchasing, you'll help support the channel, but you'll also help support Gap Games, which is a fantastic servant to the community. And so, where to begin for our Blood Angels force, but with some Death Company and a character that really does do well to support them in the Primaris Chaplain. Now, the Primaris Chaplain has a couple of abilities: Litany of Hate, allowing you to add 1 to wound rolls. This model can be a leader for a variety of different units as well. And you've also got Spiritual Leader, where Battle Shot can be ignored for any friendly Adeptus Astartes units around 12 inches at this moment. Now you've got a 4-up invulnerable save and a 3+ save, 4 wounds, toughness 4. Your melee weapon, the Crozius Arcanium, is 5 attacks at a 2+ to hit, strength 6, minus 1 AP, damage 2. So pretty solid all round. Now, we do have joining this the regular Death Company Marines. I think for me, these are the better version of Death Company that we have access to. You're going to get a variety of different special weapons in the unit, but you've also got things like Black Rage, where each time a model in this unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll, and while this unit is not within 12 inch of one or more friendly chaplain models, though, they will have an objective capture control characteristic of 0, so this is why we're including the Chaplain, to ensure they do have that OC of 1. And then an honorable death in combat. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, they have sustained hits 1, but if the ability is used and they're below half strength, they will have sustained hits 2 as well. So some pretty cool abilities there. Now, Death Company means if a chaplain model for your army with a leader ability can be attached to a tactical squad, they can also be attached to this. This means that in a boarding action, your chaplain can be using his abilities on your Death Company. Now, where to go next though Next, we have the Death Company Intercessors. These are a different sort of Death Company unit, bringing us the options of some Death Company Primaris Marines. Now, we can have things like chainswords and that on the unit as well, and really, this is going to be an option if you want to, say, have a bunch of Primaris Marines and you want to sort of stick with the Primaris Marine theme. They are definitely another option besides your regular Death Company to take. But a unit I think that is exceptionally great to bring is the Sanguinary Guard. I think they beat out all other opposition. The base 2+ save is really nice, along with abilities like Angelic Visage, where your opponent has to subtract 1 from hit rolls, and you've also got some other cool punch in there. Melee weapons wise, your unit is armed with Carmine Blades, which are 4 attacks each at strength 5, -2 AP damage 2, and you can also take a Power Fist in the squad as well. Now, war gear abilities, you've got the Sanguinary Banner you can take there, which can also add 1 to their objective control characteristic, bumping them up to that nice OC of 2. Another unit really fun to bring into your force is, of course, Assault Intercessors. Blood Angels make great use of combat in their forces, so having something with a bunch of attacks with chainswords and a sergeant that can also take a hand flamer, which is really nice, and a thunder hammer is pretty solid. And lastly, another good combat unit to think about bringing into your force for the Blood Angels is, of course, Blade Guard Veterans. Blade Guard Veterans are going to provide you with Mastercrafted Power Sword attacks for some good AP and damage. They've also got their Storm Shields there as well, which is going to provide them with some nice defensive ability. And so, here we have our sample army list for the Blood Angels. Now, we've got a Primaris Chaplain who's going to lead our force, and we've got the Enhancement Master of War, which allows us to select units that don't have objectives secured and give them some really better objective control ability. This is great for a bunch of our units that we don't have too many that have strong objective control, so being able to provide this is super nice. And then we have an Assault Intercessor squad in there, 5 model strong, Hand Flamer and Thunder Hammer on the Sergeant. But then we have our Death Company Marines, 5 model strong again. We have 2 Hand Flamers, 2 Plasma Pistols, 2 Power Fists, 2 Power Weapons on them, and then the other model in the squad will also have a Thunder Hammer. Lastly, we're going to have our Sanguinary Guard unit. We have the Power Fist in there, along with 3 Plasma Pistols and 2 Inferno Pistols, and our Sanguinary Banner for the extra OC on the unit, very important. But all in all, this is a solid little Blood Angel force. You've got 3 really dedicated combat units, along with a character that's going to be able to provide you with a bunch of good combat benefits. This is going to be an army that really wants to get stuck in, but does have a decent amount of shooting in it, and some decent shooting as well with the Hand Flamers, Plasma Pistols galore in the army as well. But if you've got some ideas on how you want to start your Blood Angels, or indeed what you've been playing with in boarding actions with the Blood Angels, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. And so that is the end of the video. We hope you all enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you'd like to come chat more with me and other members of our great little community we have here at Sinful Gaming, we have a Discord server, which is linked down in the video's description. Also linked down in the video's description are the best ways to help support the channel, be that via Patreon or YouTube members, or by grabbing yourself some merch, whether that's stickers, t-shirt, mugs, or anything from our Teespring store as well, or by using our affiliate links, which are also linked down in the description as well, that go a long way to helping support the channel. As a special thank you to all our Patreons and YouTube members, we'd like to give you all a shout out. So thank you to Andy C, Grimskull, Colorblind Magic, Iron Grinch, Benjamin Swallows, James Cater, Mark Harvey, Domir, Average Wargamer, JJ Austrian, Cure Dynamic, Andrew Bowen, Alderin Shot First, Kendall, Soren, Green Roots Gaming, Ronya, Lock Lorick, The Johnny 84, Broken Chef, Ariana Edwards, Monty's Tabletop Terrain, James Tillman, Disco, John Castle, and Gargamel 196. Thank you all so much for helping support the channel. It means the absolute world to us. Please do not forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Once again, everyone, stay safe, stay well, and most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.